If you are a professional working in the UAE, watching your savings lose value every year, and Bitcoin keeps coming up as a potential solution, but you find it too volatile, too risky, or frankly too confusing to act on, this channel was built specifically for you. This channel exists to help UAE professionals answer one question. Does Bitcoin belong in my portfolio? And if yes, how do I own it safely, store it correctly, and manage the volatility without the sleepless nights? This is not a trading channel. There are no memes here, no 100x claims. If that's what you're looking for, you're in the wrong place. This is for UAE professionals who want to understand Bitcoin as a long-term asset, calmly, carefully, and in the context of living and earning in the UAE. My journey with Bitcoin started 5 years ago with exact same fears and doubts you probably have right now. My income was tied to a job that could become uncertain the moment the economy sneezed. I, by the way, worked as a director of sales in hotel industry. And my industry didn't sneeze, it coughed, and it coughed hard. COVID, geopolitical tensions don't just slow things down. It wipes the floor with an entire industry overnight. It was a wake-up call for me. I kept hearing about Bitcoin, but I was skeptical, unsure, especially with all the hype and the wild volatility attached to it. And even after I started understanding it fundamentally, I still didn't have a framework. I didn't know how to buy safely, what my storage options were here in the UAE, and most importantly, how to size my positions so that price swings didn't wreck my sleep. So over 5 years, I have researched, I have failed, made expensive mistakes, paid consultants, and distilled it all down to a framework custom built for me living here in the UAE. As a result, I'm financially far more resilient today, and I now have the opportunity to share the very thing I love with a wider audience. I won't pretend the road was smooth. I vividly remember being jokingly called a Bitcoin artist at a family gathering. My cousin's creative play on the word scam artist. Ouch. Everything I post on this channel is filtered through one purpose: helping you make financially sound, well-informed decision about Bitcoin without hype and without the fear. If this sounds like the channel you have been looking for, hit subscribe now and tap that notification bell. I publish one in-depth video every week specifically for UAE professionals navigating Bitcoin Decision. I don't want you to miss a single one. Now the biggest questions you should be asking yourself is, should I invest in Bitcoin? I've built a UAE Bitcoin Decision framework, and my first course, which is absolutely free, will clearly help you answer the question, should I invest in Bitcoin? It helps you arrive at the answer through 2 tracks. Track 1 covers UAE specific regulations. The question that matters most if you live here: is Bitcoin regulated in the UAE, and what does that mean for you? How do you select an exchange safely? How do you operate your UAE bank account when buying and selling without triggering a freeze? What are the governments and institutions doing with Bitcoin right now? And can Bitcoin be halal for me if that question matters to you? Track 2 is foundational and answers the question, why should I care about Bitcoin? You come out understanding the difference between money and currency, why Bitcoin makes a case for being the hardest form of money ever existed, how Bitcoin actually functions without the technical jargon, and most importantly, the real criticisms around Bitcoin and which ones actually matter. Together, these two gives you everything you need to make your decision. Quick disclaimer, this framework does not decide for you. You are absolutely still in control. Here's what I recommend starting on this channel after this video. First, go to the playlist, Why Should I Care About Bitcoin? 4 videos that lay the foundation everything else is built upon. I'll leave you now with this. Kevin Warsh, the newly confirmed US Federal Reserve Chairman, said something on CNBC's Squawk Box back in 2021 that most people ignored back then. If you are under 40, Bitcoin is your new gold. That was 2021. The man who said it now runs the Federal Reserve. I've personally seen that hold through over 5 years in my own journey. It does, however, require an honest understanding of what Bitcoin actually solves, how to navigate and store it here in the UAE, and how to size your position so it truly becomes your gold and not your anxiety. That is what this channel is here to do. I'll see you in the next video. Keep evolving.